Well, that's all I really got. It used to be my aunties, but I realized my aunties they heavily influenced me in certain like domains of life my mom wasn't able to, which is a good thing. You don't want your mom influence you in certain areas of life that's going to prevent you from exploring those. Like my aunties taught me things that prevented me from wanting to explore. Like I didn't want to explore certain things in life because I felt like I explored it through their conversations.
See,
yeah.
I'm the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Not enough conversations.
Too many.
Or yeah, shit, even that too many of them.
Yeah.
That weren't depth enough. That still left one like, you can't just cut this off here because there's like 50 more questions here. But if we ain't gonna talk about this, I'll go figure it out.
Oh, mine was like, I'm still living it. You don't want to be like me, and I'm like, you got a point. I'm watching you. I'm going through it with you, but you're like 12 years older than me going through it. I'm like, let me not do what you're doing. Okay. All right. Because like that's like the main reason I joined the military, because I was like, I see every option here. If I join the military, their foundation is enough for me to be above where I'm at now, you know. And my recruiter, my favorite story about joining the military, my recruiter was like, hey, I'll give you $20, you go get a haircut, you'll make this much money a year, you'll get 3 meals, you'll get housing, and then when you get done, you can go to school and get this much money when you go to school. I said, $20? All this? Damn. So I went to work the next day, and literally I got paid. I saw my check, and I was like, damn, I make $6.25 an hour. I worked 30 hours. They took out taxes. Damn, I ain't even got a car note. Ooh. Okay. So 1 + 1 = 2. You know, I was like, all right. Let me go get me a haircut. I cut my dreadlocks, and you know, I say the rest is history. But I would say, like, I was at a moment in my life, and I was like, I see my surroundings. I don't see nothing in my surroundings I want to be. Let me do something different.
Would you say that was a good outlet for you?
Yeah, 2020 hindsight, yeah. But I would say this: if I could do it over, I would do something differently. Definitely. I went in enlisted, and being real, I went in enlisted because like I was ready to go, and I really could have went to school and got a degree, and I could have been an officer.
Yeah.
Which would have been better during that moment, but I didn't want to stay in before I got in. Like when I got in, I wanted to get out. So I feel like if I would have did the officer route, I would have invested a little more. So I would have felt like a little more obligated to stay.
Okay.
Like the day I joined, I knew I was getting out in 6 years. And I was like, well, maybe they could convince me to stay. And it was nothing in those 6 years that made me want to stay, except I feel like it would have been easier to take care of my child up until school. Because daycare cheap in the military. Like, we was paying like $75 a week for childcare.
Dang.
And Zoe was like 2. Up until 2.
Mm-hmm.
$75 a week. Nothing. She got older, you know, she would have started going to school. You know, public school is free. So, different, you know, concept. But I thought that was like the best decision I made, because I look back on people that I was hanging around with. My best friend, who I talk to all the time, he joined when I joined. So that's one person. Another friend of mine, we talked. He joined like 2 years later. And I had another friend I was close to that joined. So like my core friends joined. And one of my best friends that didn't join was because he had a kid. When we were in high school, his senior year, he had a kid. And if he would have joined the military, he would have lost he had to give up his custody rights. But me and him talked 20/20 hindsight, and he's like, I should have did it because I would have had more to fight to get her back. Because he wasn't able to get full custody for his kid because he didn't really have his stuff together. But if he would have joined the military, he would have had his stuff together and could have fought for her. So I feel like my core friends was, join the military.
Yeah. Dang, that's what I've been wrestling with. I kind of want to go to the Air Force. In thinking of 5 to 6 years in my goals, my personal goals, and how that will help me achieve those as well.
Mm-hmm. You talking to me, I'm gonna say go.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
I would say go because I put it like this. Think about 5, 6 years from now, what you gonna get out of it? More than not going.
Correct.
And
I don't want to do what I'm doing now I wouldn't necessarily mind that, but knowing that I could be doing more is more intriguing.
Yeah.
Than like knowing that I could be doing what I'm doing now for the next 5, 6 years. That doesn't sound so good.
Yeah. I definitely would say, like, I matured. I was forced to mature, so I like that part. I was definitely forced to mature, but I joined at 20. I had a few years of being young and dumb, which I started about 14, but I had a few years of I'm grown, and I was like, can't do this forever. And I would say, like, you're forced to do a job, and when you're forced to do a job, you appreciate it a little differently because you're part of the outcome. And also, you're around people on your level or above. So you're able to look up at people and learn from people. And when people say something to you, it's more substance. Like, my old heads in the military, I'm still cool with them now. They talk to me, and it's like, I listen because they've been through it, and I get to see them after they've been through it. Compared to like somebody on the streets that's like, yeah, man, you gotta get your life together. It's like, cool, I know I need to get my life together. Yeah, I knew that before we started talking, but why you telling me? I can't listen to you when you're not the right person. So you join the military, you have lots of people trying to help you, but they got selfish intentions, but like you're able to weed through the selfish intentions on, okay, all right. Cool. All right. Take this. Take that. I would say go. You ain't got no kids.
Yeah. But that's the other thing too. I don't have nothing time anywhere.
Exactly. And wherever they send you, you'll like it. All right. Would you say like you would try to go the officer route or the enlisted route?
Officer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so that's really good for you because you're used to supervising and managing. That's all officers do. They manage and supervise. And for me, that's why I look back and glad I went the route I went. I got to be a worker. I like to work. Yeah. I don't like to manage and supervise. But I'm getting to that age now where I want to manage and supervise. So I get to learn, I would say, the hard way. But I know how to work. So the fact I know how to work, when I supervise people, I know how to get them to work, and I understand them working on that level. Yeah. Compared to somebody who don't know how to work but supervising. So that's
and for that too is that I definitely have the work ethic, this supervisor managerial skills as well.
Yeah.
I think that within the military, they will help strengthen and develop more of those skills than just regular job career.
Yeah.
Whereas again, like you said, y'all are part of the outcome.
Yeah.
Same level or like above or so. So like the conversations and cultural pieces are gonna have more substance to them.
Yeah. If you fuck up, you see it. Yeah. Cause if you fuck up, the person behind you gonna tell you fucked up. And when they tell you that you fucked up, you see how it affect them. They gonna treat you differently because you fucking up, and it's gonna motivate you to do better. But you also gonna hear it from the person above you, because it's gonna be complaining people, and to prevent complaining people, you're gonna have to do something better. So it's like we gotta give you some extra attention. And then, you know, you learn the concept of you're only strong as your weakest link. And who want to be the weakest link? See? They make everybody work hard. You don't want to be the person fucking up. So, that's what I like about it. All right. Peace out. Holla.